Hey guys, it's Kara from thatbeautyaddict.com, and today I want to discuss eyebrows. So let's get started. So before we even discuss the brows, I'm actually wearing a shirt. Can you read it? It says, "It's not you, it's your eyebrows." Yeah. So I find that a lot of people do their makeup, they do beautiful makeup, but they ignore their eyebrows. They either have very sparse brows or they have a unibrow, and that's not attractive. So first off, I'm going to tell you that if you do have very wiry brows, thick brows, if you do have a unibrow, you should either tweeze it or get it waxed or lasered or whatever. But definitely you want to do something about your brows, okay? And how you figure out where your brows are supposed to start and end and where the highest arch is, I'm going to explain that. So what you do is you take a pencil and you put it on the side of your nose, okay? And this is where your brow should start. So if your brows are over here, you want to tweeze that. So you want to start here. That's where your brow should start. Right here is where the arch should be. And right here is where your brow should end, okay? So that's a good way to figure out if your brows are spaced out and where they're supposed to be. I'm going to show you two different ways to do your brows. The first way you can do them is with a pencil, okay? And this is the Moonstruck Precision Brow Liner from Unique, which you can get on my website. This particular product comes in 3 shades, light, medium, and dark. This happens to be medium, and it retails for $19. What I love about this is it has a little spoolie, so you can brush your brows up before you get started, as well as after you fill them in, you can brush them up. So once again, go like this. And this rolls up. You don't have to sharpen it. So I'm going to go in there, and I like to outline my brow a little bit. I start to outline it very lightly underneath, and then I go on top. And then over here, I do little short strokes, just so that it blends in a little bit. And then I start to fill it in a little bit. And when I'm done, I'm going to actually go in and make sure that it's symmetrically where it should be. Now I've seen people do some crazy brows. I think some people don't know where to end their eyebrows, and they have them coming out and flipping up and curling and coming over here and doing some kind of thing down here. That's great for fantasy makeup, but that's not really how you do your brows. Your brows need to have a start point, which let's see if I did it right. Okay, I started. Right here is the arch, and right there is where I ended it. Okay, so that's how you can figure out where your brows should be. I'm just going to go in a little bit and darken them a little bit, fill them in. because my brows are sparse. I will say that. I did at one time when I was younger, had the unibrow, but no more. So, and then I brush them up when I'm done, and that's it. And that's how you would use a brow pencil. There's another product we have at Younique that you can also use. It's called Moonstruck Brow Obsession Palette, okay? This particular item retails for $39, comes in 3 shades, blonde, brunette, and dark brunette / black. Okay, this is the brunette. I like to go, even though this is a medium, I didn't get the blonde in the pencil. I got the blonde or the light in the palette because the colors, these two colors, when I mix them together, are actually the right color for me, especially for my hair color, because I do lighten my eyebrows. My natural eyebrows are a lot darker, but I lighten them so it goes with my hair. So this palette works better for me. And what's nice about this palette is it has a little mirror, and you have a lighter shade, a darker shade, which the lighter shade you use in the middle to fill in. The darker shade you draw your brow, you actually follow the lines under and above to draw the brow on, and this is what you fill it in with. Or you can mix them together. And then what's nice is they give you 2 highlighter colors. You can actually put this on the lid of the eye and this under the brow as a highlighter. This is like a gold. This is a matte. If you just want to put these on the eyes and no eyeshadow, a little mascara with your brows, it really opens up your eyes. There's a lot of things you can do with these 2 colors. You can just use this by itself for day and then just use this at night. You can use this particular gold color to highlight down the center of your nose, by your Cupid's bow, under your, above your cheek, on your cheekbones. There's a lot you can do with this. So this is a really nice palette. And this here is a wax. You use the wax after you fill in your brows with an angle brush, which this happens to be the Brow Artist brush by Younique. You would use this to go over what you did when you filled them in with the wax. And it helps if you have any brows that are sort of, maybe if they're a little wild or going in different directions, it sort of keeps them down. And it gives them a little bit of a wet look, but it's not going to run though. It's an actually nice look. And I'm going to use this palette on this side so you can see the difference. And I'm going to use the Brow Artist brush. And this also is sold on my website. This sells for $19. And what I love about this is you have an angle brush here. You can use this for eyeshadow on your top lid or under your lid. You can use this on your brow. And then this is the flat end. So same thing, if you don't like an angle, you can use this to line your eyes with eyeshadow or cream liner, or to fill in your brows. So it's kind of nice. You have 2 different sides and you can just mix and match. But before I do my brow, the one thing I'm also going to mention that is important is the lash comb and brow brush. Okay, now this, if you're using the brow palette, unlike the pencil that comes with a spoolie to brush your brows and fix your brows, this doesn't. This you would have to get the brush separately. I definitely recommend having one of these as well, okay? And like I said, this is the lash comb and brow brush. This is great to brush your brows. And if you can see the comb part, it's metal. So sometimes you get a brow and eyebrow and lash brush in a store, and it's plastic. This part here, the teeth are plastic. they break off. This I've had for a while. This does not break. And you can just go in with alcohol and sanitize the ends. I also like it for combing through my my eyelashes after I do my mascara to get the clumps out. So this is a must-have. You definitely want this brush. This particular brush also goes, I believe this brush goes for 18. This is 18. So I'm going to apply, and I'm going to use the angled brush side, and I'm going to start with number 1, which is the lighter color. And once again, you know, we figure out where we're going to start. And we do little short strokes like this to fill in. I turn my angle brush like this, so the point is going down, and then I do little strokes, just so you know. And I like to start in the middle of my brow and then work towards the nose, because sometimes if you start too close to the nose, if you have too much on your brush, it can start to make you look evil, like your brows are too close. So I like to start in the middle of my brow and then work to the end down, as well as work it in towards the nose. Now you can just do this and run, but we're going to go in with number 2, the darker color, and we're going to outline the brow. So what I mean by that is I'm going to go above, and I'm going to outline my brow, and then I'm going to go below and outline the bottom of my brow. See what I did? And you can just mix these two together too. You don't have to do it this way, the way I'm showing you. You can mix the two colors together if that's easier for you. Or just use the lighter color and maybe the darker color for night if you're doing a dramatic eyeshadow look. Going in again with my brush. So, looks good, right? I mean, 2 different looks. Once again, we want to test to see. It starts where it needs to start. That's where my angle is, the highest arch. That's where my eyebrow should end, okay? Which it does. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wax, and I'm going to use the flat side of the brush. Put a little wax on there. And I'm going to go in and just paint it over what I just did. And I'm doing just little short strokes. What I do like about this palette versus the pencil is it's easier to clean up mistakes. I will tell you that, because it's a powder. Whereas a pencil, you might have to scrub it off a little bit more. Whereas with this, you can kind of wipe it if you put too much or you make a little mistake and you go outside your lines. Now you can see, because if I look closely, I just put the wax over it. It does intensify it a little bit more. whereas this is just the pencil by itself. So it just, once again, it just depends on what you like better. I like them both. And what I'm also going to do is now I'm going to take the colors here. I'm going to use this blending brush. This is also by Unique. And I'm just going to take this pink color and I'm going to dust it on my eyes. And you can see how it really kind of opens up the eye. And if you wanted to go in with the gold, which is this shade right here, I would go under my brow with that. See how it just brightens up the eye? You can mix these two colors together. You can wear one. You could wear them both, like I did. Do the pink on the lid, do the gold under the brow. What else I like to do is come up here above my brow with the gold. And on my forehead a little bit as a highlighter, down the center of my nose, do my Cupid's bow, a little on my chin, and add some highlighter right here. And that's it. Voila. So once again, 2 different products that you can use on your brows. You can purchase both of them on my website, thatbeautyaddict.com. This is the brow pencil. This is the Moonstruck Brow Obsession palette. This is $19. This is $39. But you get a lot more with this particular one. You would need a brush for this, which I recommend you do the Brow Artist brush. This is $19. And I also do recommend you get a lash comb and a brow brush. I believe this goes for $18, and this is great for the brows as well as fanning out your eyelashes. So I hope you found my video helpful. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos if you found my videos helpful. I'd greatly appreciate it. All my information will be down below in the description. My email is kara.curloff@aol.com should you have any questions on anything I did. My website is thatbeautyaddict.com if you'd like to order any products from me. And all my social media accounts will be below should you want to connect with me. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope to have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.